Okay, I'm already getting this really, really strongly. Yeah, really strong feeling here. Okay, there are three people here. One of these people I think you really care about. The other one, it feels like they're just holding on to you. It feels like they don't want to let go of you. And you've got the Four of Pentacles down there as well that I'm seeing. So that's really like that as well. Holding on, squashing you, don't want to let go. Yeah, it's a little bit strange because I think this is some kind of love connection, or it was. There's a lot of history between you and this person. It goes back a long, long way. My feeling is, I think you'd like to see the end of them, actually. And you've tried. I think you've tried. You probably tried to stay out of their way. And yeah, this is... I'll just tell you what I'm seeing. I've got this image in my mind. There's someone lying on your sofa and you're kind of looking at them and you're thinking something like, you're a great big lump, you're just sitting there, you don't do anything. That's what I'm seeing. I hope they're not there. I hope that's not reality. I hope they're not still there if it is. But I think that might be the symbol. I think this is why this is in my mind. It's a symbol of a weight, a big weight that's on your shoulders, a big heavy lump, it feels really heavy. And I think you've tried to lighten this load, but for whatever reason, you can't quite do that. And they're kind of this heaviness in your life. They're kind of around, hanging around. You're trying to get them out of your energy. I don't think they're physically around you. They might be, but I'm not sure if they are. I can't work that out. They might not be, but whether they are or they're not, they're kind of in your energy, or they're trying to be in your energy or your presence or something. They're trying to stay there, be there. Now, the other person I'm seeing in this card, I don't know if this is a child, doesn't have to be, but I see children in your readings a lot, actually, and this is someone you care about, so that's what makes me think it might be a child. And, okay, there's a feeling of worry. There's a big worry feeling around this. Okay, I'm just getting this. I think you might be worrying about them maybe being influenced by the wrong people. If that makes sense to you, if that resonates, just be there for them. Just try to be there for them. Just listen to them. Be a safe port for them. Because I'm getting this. I think someone else wants to be that safe port for them, and my feeling is I'm getting a very negative reaction to this other person. It's like they're not the right person to do that. That's what I'm picking up on, and I feel as if that's your role, to be their port in safety. That's what I'm seeing. So if this is about you, you need to claim that role back, or you need to try to. And I think you're going to have to try to do that without blaming or pushing them away. It's very difficult. It's quite a delicate operation, I think. So it's going to have to be done very gently and very carefully, if this is making sense to you. I know that's specific. I know, and I'm not here to tell you what to do, but I just had to get that out to someone, because that's the situation as I'm seeing it. So someone needs to hear that they need to kind of try and deal with this in a very delicate way. Okay, so the next card you have your past, the Four of Swords. Yeah, okay, if you're worried about someone that you really, really care about, whether this is a child or whether it's, there might be a grown-up child, or it might just be someone you really care for. They do have someone else around them who's probably influencing them. So if your instincts have been telling you that, which is what I'm seeing in the Three of Pentacles, you're right about that. The message here is, again, take this really, really slowly, really gently. I think what's probably going to happen eventually is that, they'll just realise this person isn't good for them. But it's going to take time, and it's going to come from inside of them. I don't think anything anyone says to them, nothing's going to make a difference. It has to come from inside them. If you look at this card, this statue or this man, he's obviously asleep, and when he wakes up, he'll be able to see this beautiful stained glass window, and that can be a symbol of revelation. Waking up and seeing the light, the colours, suddenly realizing something really important is suddenly you have this realization. So at the moment, they're probably asleep, sleepwalking a bit, but their eyes are going to open. So if you're worrying about that, they are going to see the light. Their eyes are going to open. I can't tell you when that's going to happen. I wish I could, because I do keep on seeing a lot of worry around this. All I can say is it is going to happen. So hang in there. Their eyes are going to open. They are going to see the reality of what's happening. And again, just be there for them. Just be gentle with them. Just let them see that, you're a safe place for them. If they need a safe place to go, you're there. Because if you start getting upset and angry and saying, don't go near that person and all of that kind of thing, they'll see you as a negative, an angry person, an angry force. I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, so the last card you have your past, the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so apart from this person who's hanging on to you, which I'm seeing again in this card, there's also some kind of work thing, or it might be a business thing maybe. Yeah, it looks like a side business. I don't know if it's your full job or not. It looks like a business, a side business maybe. I think there's someone else involved in this as well. I don't know if this is a business partner, or it might just be someone helping you through work, or someone who's in this with you. It feels very rushed. It feels like you're a bit rushed off your feet, actually. It feels a little bit like, maybe you're thinking like something like, I like this, I want to do this, but there's something else I love, and I just wish I had more time for that, and I don't, because I'm spending all my time on this. So whatever this is, it's obviously taking up a big part of your life right now, and you kind of, it's almost like you're looking out the window wishing you were somewhere else. That's what I'm getting. If this is a business, especially if you're in the beginning stages, the early stages, there's usually more work than anything else there, including money. Work's, so much work and not much of anything else. So, you're probably having to be careful with your money as well, a bit like this man who's holding on to these coins. So, okay, I'm seeing there's something you're missing. I hope this is going to make sense. It feels like you're starting to reach people. You might have a few customers, clients, or whatever. You're starting to kind of get somewhere. I think there's some way of reaching more people, or maybe there's some way of reaching them more efficiently, or there's some way of cutting your time down, cutting your work down. It's something like that. I keep on seeing lots and lots of time being taken up. And there's some kind of system, there's something that can help you with that, and you're not seeing what it is. It might be to do with technology, I don't know. It's something you haven't explored, and you need to look at that. Because if this is all making sense to you, and if you can't see what this actual thing is that you need to kind of implement into this work thing or this business, just think about where you spend a lot of time, most of your time. Think about the things that's kind of the most time consuming for you. That's the area where you can make this change. So think about that and think about what you can do. It might be a piece of technology, it might be a system you can put into place. It's something you can just put in place and just leave that, and that'll free up a lot of time for you. So I know that's a very specific practical thing I'm seeing there, but hopefully that'll make sense to someone and it'll help someone. I hope so. Okay, so the first card you have your presence, the Two of Wands. Yeah, again, this is about this work thing, this business thing. So many readings this week so far are about work or business, and I can't help it. That's just what keeps on coming up. So there's a lot of work, study, business, all that kind of thing in a lot of people's minds, a lot of their energy, a lot of work stuff going on. Yeah, there's a little bit of a half-hearted feeling here. There's a bit of unsurety here. It's kind of like, okay, I can see this, I can see where this can work, this business or this thing. It's okay, it's going okay. is this what I really want to do? That's kind of what I'm getting. Now, I think you might be going backwards and forwards a little bit with this in your mind, and the other person that's involved in this other person I'm seeing, they're the opposite. They're really enthusiastic. There's a lot of excitement around them. So maybe they're not, maybe you're not saying anything to them. You're probably not telling them how you're feeling, because it's like if you're with someone who's really excited about something and you're not, you think, well, I don't want to make them feel worse. I don't want to, spoil it for them. So it might be that you might not want to disappoint them. I actually think if you do eventually want to get out of this, they'd be quite happy, actually. They'd be happy to take things over. They'd probably do this all day long if they could. They love this thing. So, if you do decide to move on, if you make that decision, I don't think they'll be disappointed or upset with you at all. At the moment, I'm just getting this really strong feeling that you actually should probably stay with this just for now. There's abundance in this. There's abundance, or potential abundance. I think this could do really well, actually, really well financially. Of course, it's up to you as to what you want to do, but it feels like a bit of a heart versus head thing with you, but there is a lot of abundance around this. I just have to tell you that. So if you're kind of in the stage where you're thinking about moving on to something else, but you're not sure when or why or what or something, stay with this until you're ready to make that move, because I am seeing abundance here. So yeah, that's what I'm getting there. Okay, so the next card you have your presence, the Fool. Yeah, I think you will end up doing something else, actually. Something totally different. You're going to leap into something different, like this Fool. Again, I don't think you dislike doing this. I just think, for one, it feels like it's someone else's dream, probably this person you're working with, because they love this. They're so enthusiastic. So it might be their dream and you're kind of going along with it with them. And, you're good at this. You're not bad at this, but your heart's really not there. It wants to go off and do something else. If this is making sense to you, I could say to you all day long, this business is amazing, or this work thing's so good, it's going to make so much money, and it's the best thing ever, and all of that. And if your heart's not in it, it's just not. That's just it. I can't say anything about that. So, okay, I don't know why I'm seeing this. This is just coming into my head. I'm seeing buildings, rooms, furniture, making things, maybe around the home, designing things. So maybe that's what you want to do. Maybe it has something to do with that. I'm seeing old things, furniture, antiques, maybe, I don't know, something like that. But I don't know if this has anything to do with this. It might have something to do, I don't know. But I'm just saying what I see now, whether it's crazy or not. But yeah, if you want to follow this thing, whatever this thing is, wherever your heart is, I think the reality of this is, I'm not trying to put you off, I'm not trying to be the dog in this card, but I think there's a long road ahead of you if you want to do this. There's a lot of learning you have to do, a lot of things you have to do. So I think, you do have a lot of learning, a lot of stress in front of you, a lot of time that you have to spend on this. But if you really want to do this, you can. I'm not saying you can't. It's just not going to be a super easy road. And I have to tell you that if that's what I'm seeing. But, if this is something you love, if this is something you want, you'll find a way to do that. You'll find a way to do this. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, so the last card you have your presence, the Ten of Swords. Yes. Okay, I think this might be a message or a warning. I just keep on seeing this person that's sort of hanging around, wanting to hold on to you. They don't want to let you go, all of that. I think you are away from them physically, actually. You've had a lot of arguments with them, I think. And I'm feeling this tension. It's been going on for a long time, actually. And again, you've tried to put this to rest. You've tried to move on. And you have. You moved on in your head. You've moved on in your heart. You've moved on. But they haven't. And what's strange is, I don't think they're trying to contact you with declarations of love or anything like that, or even anything positive. They're not even saying, hello, how are you, or something quite normal. It feels like they're almost at the point where they'll do just about anything for attention, even giving you negative talk or saying something negative to you. It's a little bit like, a naughty child that does anything for attention. Sometimes you'll see a mother of a small child trying to talk on the phone, for example, or whatever, and the child doesn't like to see them getting attention from somewhere else, so they start yelling or making a noise or whatever. It's childish behaviour. So, maybe they're trying to talk to you, maybe they're saying nasty things. I keep on seeing that. Or they're trying to bait you into answering them. They might be saying something to try and push your buttons or whatever. The message here is 100% ignore. Ignore, block if you can. Do whatever you can to disengage with this person, because the danger here is that you'll get roped into this childish behaviour and you'll end up arguing back with them, talking with them, engaging with them, and you'll just be exhausted. You'll just be exhausted, like this poor man who's lying down dead. He's just, the ultimate exhaustion is being dead. I'm not saying you're going to be dead, but you'll be so exhausted if you do this. That's the warning here. So, that's what they want. They want your attention. They want to drain your energy until there's none left. I know that sounds dramatic, but if this is you, I don't want your energy to be drained by this person. So switch them off if you can. That's the message there. I'm feeling that very, very strongly. Okay, the first card you have you features the Seven of Swords. Yeah, look at this again. Okay, if this is about you with this person trying to bait you, bother you, say nasty things, do things, again, don't engage. Look at this man. He's smiling, he's skipping away, he's enjoying this. Don't let this person take your power away. Don't let them take your energy away. They thrive on that. I know it's horrible, but that's what I'm seeing. And I feel as if I have to keep on warning you again and again, because I'm really worried. I don't want them to do this to you. I think they might even say things. They might be saying things to get under your skin, maybe. And I think these nasty things they say sort of pierce you, if that makes sense, like a sword. So make sure you don't even hear anything, any of this. Switch it off, block them, whatever. Anything they have to say to you, it's not anything you need to hear. It's of no value to you. It's of no use to you. It's only negative. This is making me really angry, actually. So they're getting my energy as well. So I'll stop talking about them. I'm going to stop. Okay, so the next card you have for your future is the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, look at this again. I hate talking about this person again. I hate it, but I just want to show you this little detail. I don't know if you can see it. It's very, very small. Maybe this is here for you because it's advice for you. This is how you should see them. It might help. I don't know. If you look at where these two dogs are, there's two white dogs just right down the bottom in this card. On the bottom right hand corner, and there's this little boy, and it looks as if he's about to pull one of the dog's tails. So here's this childish behaviour again. So they're trying to pull your tail, they're trying to aggravate you. So maybe it might help to think of them as a child. Maybe they won't bother you so much if you think of them in that way. Because, if a child came up to you and said something like, no, you've got a big whatever nose or head or something stupid, you probably think, well, they're just a child. I'm not going to take any notice of that. So maybe that's how you have to think about them, as a silly, naughty child. And you're just like, well, they're just being silly. I'm not even going to bother. I'm an adult. I'm bigger than that. Whatever. Something like that. And you've moved on. You're building things up for yourself. You're working. You're looking to build up your future. That's what this card's about. So don't let them mess that up. And this is really strange. This is what I'm seeing in this as well. This is how they feel about you. This is what's so strange. I think they see you as eventually being with them again. Yeah, they see a future with you. I don't know how they think you want to be with them after the way they're behaving, but there's obviously some delusion or something going on here. I don't know, but it's like they're thinking something like, oh, they don't like me now, but I'll win them over. It's a bit slow, but it's going to happen eventually. Maybe what happened was in the past when you're with them, I think maybe you forgave them for things and maybe they think you're going to do that again. I don't know. It's a bit sad, really. They're just not seeing the reality of things. Very, very sad. But I think the way to deal with them, to not let them get under your skin, is to just think, well, they're just like a child. so I'm just going to see them like that. I don't know if that helps you or not, but okay, so the last card you have you features the Six of Wands. Fantastic card. So yeah, the victory card. So the message here is, this is what the message here is. You can absolutely do this thing that you love, that you want to move into, that I was seeing in the Fool card. Now, it's going to take time. It's probably going to take extra money, extra savings. You have the Ten of Pentacles, which can be about saving, and the Four of Pentacles. They can both be about saving money. And when I was seeing that business thing, I was seeing this kind of message telling you to stay with that for as long as you can, because I was seeing money, abundance, profits. So I think that might be why I was seeing that, because you're going to have to save up as much as you can to be able to do this. So stick with that for as long as you can, until you're ready to move, absolutely ready to move. Save up as much as you can, build up as much as you can, because I think you're going to need that. And this is showing me that you want to do this not for the money, but because it's something you love. This is a white horse representing purity. But, you're going to have to put money into this. You're going to have to put money in, whether it's for studying, whether it's for something else, I don't know. But if your heart's truly set on this, don't give up. This is the victory card. You can do this. But just make sure that this is 100% what you want to do before you start, because you are going to have to pour a lot into this. Hard work, money, emotion, everything, learning. It's all going to go in. So make sure this is what you want.